Here's a requested review of the Swedish film Let the Right One In. This movie deals with a young boy named Oscar and his relationship with Eli, his new neighbor. Oscar is a meek child that gets bullied at his school by one of those bullies that almost seems excited by picking on a kid weaker than himself. The bully and his two hapless lackeys basically make this kid's school life a living hell, and he imagines himself inflicting a bloody revenge upon them. But one day, a middle-aged man and a little girl move into the flat next to his own. The little girl's name is Eli, and while she's polite enough to Oscar, she warns him that they cannot be friends. However, poor little Oscar has nobody else he really feels comfortable with, and warms to his new companion over time. However, some strange and horrible things are going on in the town, and Oscar eventually finds out why. The movie is a fusion of horror and drama. The film, like so many other European films, knows how to take its time and allows room for many quiet moments relying entirely on the performances rather than the plot. Unlike other horror films, there's no suspense of who the monster is or whether the protagonist will try to destroy said monster or even succeed in destroying the monster. This movie is about two preteens who, for different reasons, are outcasts of their society. We watch as they come to depend on one another's friendship. Of course, there's a lot more to the story which I won't touch on in this review, simply because you'd be better off seeing the film without too many spoilers jangling around in your head. But I will say that the two child actors are certainly the leads in this movie. Their problems become each other's problems, as Eli helps Oscar confront the bullies that harass him, while Oscar gives Eli the kind of human sympathy and compassion that she's completely unused to. Watching it for the first time recently, I was impressed by the film, but as it rolled on, I wasn't really sure where they were going with it. The messages that the film implies seem incredibly nihilistic at times, and I found that my sympathies were very conflicted. You'll know what I mean if you see the film. In all honesty, I was a bit confused as to where the plot was going, as it seemed like nothing much was happening, and it didn't seem like much conflict was being resolved. However, the final minutes of the ending ties the film up perfectly for me, and while it isn't great, it's certainly an interesting film that I'm quite glad to have seen.